Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we're looking into an account that is genuinely one of the most chilling things I've read in a long time.
It's deeply unsettling.
It's about two friends, Liam and a narrator we'll call Matt, who decide to get away from it all. They head to this really isolated lake cabin.
And they're not looking for thrills, right? The goal is just a lazy, directionless break.
Yeah, exactly, a mental reset. But the thing they find out there is, well, it's something else entirely. It's less a place and more a perfectly engineered trap.
And that's really our mission for this deep dive, to get past the jump scares and actually dissect the architecture of this thing, because it's not just a haunted house story.
Yeah.
It's an operational system. We need to look at the rules it imposes, how it works, and the just the devastating cost it extracts from people.
It all starts the morning after they arise. They wake up, probably a bit hungover. They look out across this perfectly calm lake, and there it is.
Just there.
A full two-story colonial house. Pale siding, sharp roof, perfectly symmetrical.
And here's the detail that stops your heart. It was absolutely 100% not there the day before.
Not a chance.
It's the ultimate impossible site. It's not just that it's on the water with no foundation, no stilts, nothing holding it up. It's that it just materialized.
You can almost forgive them for getting in the boat, can't you? I mean, how do you not go and look?
You have to. So they get in this little metal boat and start rowing out.
And the whole approach is just wrong.
Mm.
The lake is unnaturally still, and as they get closer, the fog pulls back.
Like a curtain. It's a presentation.
It really is. And as they get right up to it, they find this flat wooden platform hidden just beneath the surface, just wide enough to stand on.
It's a deliberately concealed entry point, you know? The entity provides one single logical step where no logic should exist at all.
So they step onto the porch, open the door,
Yeah.
and the second they cross that threshold, the entire reality of the place shifts.
That's the first bit of the trap, a complete sensory contradiction. The outside is cold, impossible, defying physics.
But the inside.
Overwhelming warmth. He describes it as feeling like a loved home, like someone was literally just there expecting them.
There are lamps glowing with this soft orange light, the furniture is clean, and there's a fire crackling in a stone hearth.
A fire that's impossible. Remember, from the outside there was no chimney.
Right. No smokestack. It's a closed, self-sustaining illusion of comfort.
And then there's the bait.
On the dining table, it's set for two. Plates piled high with roast chicken, vegetables, mashed potatoes.
And it's all still steaming.
The food never cools down. But there are these little flaws in the illusion, aren't there? The things that tell you this comfort is just a facade.
Exactly. The framed photos in the hallway, you can't quite make out any of the faces.
They're described as smudged or captured mid-motion.
It's a perfect copy of a home, but with no actual people in it. The entity understands the idea of a family, but it can't replicate identity.
So they're sitting there eating this impossible food, and that's when the first real anomaly hits them. Matt glances at his watch.
And he feels like they've been there, what, 20 minutes? Half an hour, maybe?
But it's been almost 2 hours.
2 hours just erased. The air inside that house, it numbs time. It's already stealing their life from the outside world, and they don't even know it yet.
So 2 hours gone in a blink. Liam is understandably freaked out and says they need to go.
He walks out the front door, no problem. But when Matt tries to follow him...
He just hits it. An invisible barrier.
Mm.
He says it was like walking face first into a sheet of glass.
It's not a lock, it's a rule activating. The boundary of the house just became solid.
And the instant that happens, the instant he's trapped, the entire environment collapses.
Everything goes out at once. The soft orange lights, poof, gone. The warmth just bleeds away into this damp cold.
And the fire, he says it just hissed out mid-crackle.
Total sensory shutdown. It proves the comfort is actively generated. It's a system, and if the rules aren't met, the system turns hostile.
But then Liam, hearing the commotion, steps back inside from the porch.
And instantly, everything comes back on. The lights, the warmth, the fire, the system resets.
Because the house is satisfied again. It has someone inside.
And so they start testing it, trying to find a loophole. They try to leave at the same time.
They both hit the wall.
They try reversing who leaves first. It doesn't matter. Liam can go, but Matt can't follow. Or Matt can go, but Liam's stuck.
Which leads them to the one terrifying, rigid rule of this place.
One must remain.
The enforcement is silent and absolute. But it raises the question, why this specific rule? Why an exchange?
It doesn't seem to want to kill them. It wants to sacrifice their companionship. It wants to isolate one of them.
But why the immediate violent collapse of the environment? Why not just lock the door? Why make it so Aggressive.
I think the collapse is the point. It's not a punishment, it's a demonstration. It's showing Matt, the one left behind, what's waiting for him.
It's conditioning.
It's conditioning him to understand that his freedom is now directly tied to his friend's imprisonment. It's forcing one of them to make an impossible choice.
And Liam makes the call. He says he'll go for help, that it'll be fast. He rows away.
And the moment he's gone, the house drops the pretense completely.
Matt is plunged into phase 2.
And it is a violent systemic decay. The warm light curdles into this thin, gray, sickly moonlight.
The beautiful wooden ornaments he saw on the mantel, they peel and flake into these dry husks right before his eyes.
Even the smell changes. Fresh bread and wood smoke sours into something metallic, old.
And the space itself becomes malignant. The layout starts to shift.
It's anti-architecture. Doors that led to a hallway now open onto pitch-black staircases that go down, or into tiny crawl spaces that shouldn't be there.
He's turning corners and ending up back in the foyer. The house is actively scrambling his ability to make a mental map. It's destroying his sense of place to break his sanity.
And then come the sounds.
Slow, deep, rasping breaths from inside the walls.
Followed by scratching. And then he starts seeing things, just flickers at the edge of his vision.
And then, something worse. He sees something low to the ground, crawling flat-bellied across the end of the hallway.
But the real horror, for me, comes when he wakes up.
The footprints.
Small, barefoot, muddy footprints. And they're in a circle all the way around the bed he was just sleeping in.
So it's not just watching him, it's interacting with him when he's most vulnerable. It's standing over him while he sleeps.
At the same time, all the food and water just vanishes. He's starving, but he never dies.
He calls it cruelty measured out one tick at a time.
Yeah.
The house is suspending his biology. It won't let him die.
Outside, the sky is just stuck in this perpetual dusk. The moon never moves.
He tries to hold on to his sanity, to time. He starts carving tally marks into the kitchen table to count the days.
30, maybe 40 marks, he says.
But the house fights him. The marks will disappear. Or they'll reappear on the wall, way up high where he can't possibly reach.
The house is keeping its own count. It is actively destroying his subjective reality.
And then it touches him. He feels this cold pressure on his neck. Something grips his arm, hard enough to leave these 5 finger-shaped bruises.
And it all culminates in that final encounter. He's standing near the kitchen, and he sees it, just beyond the doorway.
A figure. Faceless or just the suggestion of a face. And it's just watching him.
And the truly terrifying part is that as the figure moves, the ceiling above it bends. It warps around its form.
Proving this isn't just a ghost in a house. The house and the entity are one. It has total control over physical reality inside those walls.
And just as that figure lunges for him,
everything snaps back. The light is blindingly warm. The fireplace roars back to life.
And Liam is standing in the doorway, back from the boat.
And this is the critical moment. This is where we understand the true mechanism of the trap.
Matt has just lived through weeks, maybe more than a month, of starvation, isolation, and psychological torture.
And Liam looks at him, concerned, and says he was only gone for maybe 2 hours.
2 hours. For Matt, it was a lifetime. For Liam, it was just a quick trip to the shore and back. The house compresses subjective time. It can make you live an eternity in an afternoon.
And when Matt realizes this, his desperation it takes over. He knows the rule. He knows what he has to do to get out.
And he lies.
He lies to his best friend. He tells Liam he has to stay behind, that the rule only applies if they try to leave together.
This is the moral core of the entire account, isn't it? The house didn't need to torture him into betraying his friend. It just needed to show him the true horror of the time he'd lose.
He rationalizes it. He tells himself Liam, having seen him like this, would probably leave him there anyway. His survival becomes the only thing that matters.
The entity didn't just trap a person. It successfully dissolved a human bond. It corrupted him.
So Matt steps onto the boat. He rows about halfway across the lake, and he looks back.
And the golden glow of the house is just gone.
It's a dark, lifeless square on the water, confirming that Liam is now trapped, and that his phase 2 has just begun.
The cycle is complete. Matt bought his freedom, but the cost was everything. The house doesn't want death. It seems to want eternal, subjective suffering.
And it uses the most powerful bait there is: comfort, companionship, all to guarantee the ultimate prize: total isolation and moral collapse.
We started with a simple weekend trip and ended with this complex machine for psychological torture. The real monster wasn't the thing that bent the ceiling.
No. The horror was the house's success in making Matt sacrifice his friend for a 2-hour head start on a life he can never really escape now.
And that leaves you with a final, chilling thought. If the house only needs one person to remain and it completely resets everything, the interior, the clock, when a trade is made, what happens when Liam reaches his breaking point?
Does he have to find a replacement?
Does the house need a continuous supply of new occupants? Or is the ultimate goal just to watch people cannibalize their own humanity over and over again? What is it actually feeding on? Is it time, sanity, or is it something as simple and as profound as friendship? That's something to think about.